Falk is headquartered in Calgary, Alberta. It's a 2-year-old company delivering digitized components for interior construction. And really what that means is pre-manufacturing or off-site manufacturing of interior wall assemblies, millwork, and electrical systems. I have worked on and off for the founder of Falk for most of my career.
And that's where the name comes from, right?
What, Falk?
Yeah, is it because was it his name or is it a Danish name or something?
It's his mother's family name.
Okay, right.
Yes.
So I know you guys have some pretty comical, good humor in the website about.
Well, you can't just have
employees or Falkers.
Yes.
Just a shout out for Meet the Parents.
Exactly. Yeah. So we have fun Meet the Falker T-shirts.
Really neat.
But the value proposition for Falk is delivering interior construction faster, as improving schedules with cost certainty and an environmental sustainability component.
Right. And just so we can maybe break this down, so the components for this interior partition wall system, it's like precision cut studs, comes with a track, and digitized horizontals. Am I saying all that right?
You're doing great. Yes.
And then there's a pre-finished cladding that finishes off the partition.
So at Falk we're not inventing anything, we're innovating everything. So it's really, when you look at the super studs, the design idea came from racking, industrial racking. So if you go into an IKEA or a Home Depot, it's slotted and you can move the shelves up or down, right, based on that slot pattern. So these super studs are super because they're really strong, but they can support not only the horizontals, which give it some structural capability, but all of the cladding. When you layer those 3 components together to form the wall assembly, you don't need backing to hang millwork. It just becomes a very strong system standing on its own. But the speed for which it was built, far exceeds what you can do when you're mobilizing a lot of raw materials, bringing them to site,
cutting on site,
dumping all of the waste material. That's just a very inefficient process. If you think about it, conventional drywall walls are one of the few things in an interior build out that are actually built from scratch on site. Your ceiling systems are all pre-engineered, pre-manufactured, floor tiles, even mechanical ductwork and other electrical systems can be all modular in some form or another.
Right.
So designing for disassembly is a term that's often used. And what that means is that you can take all of these things apart and bring them back to their individual components. It makes it easy to reconfigure. But more importantly, for a wall assembly, you have access to all of the building infrastructure that is in most need of change. Your technology, your electrical. And in hospitals and healthcare, med gases and other components that need frequent inspection. Why would you bury it in something that you can't get into without cutting and then making a lot of mess and disruption?
Right. And so you mentioned the time to install, which also touches on the horizontals, and these are between each vertical stud within the system, and it has an electrical component. So that's built. The electrical is built while you're assembling the partition.
Exactly. So the super studs are 48 inches on center. So you don't need them every 16 inches. You need fewer of them, which is part of the speed component of the install. And then the digital horizontals come with the duplex receptacles and boxes pre-mounted and wired. So all you have to do is connect to a junction box in the ceiling, or it can be plug and play to a zone box.
Right. So if you're a GC, you're thinking, I need less subs on site.
Exactly.
And if you're an installer, you're thinking, I don't have to mark out the tracks. I don't have to lay out that way. Although it's still, like you said, the very same labor procedure where it's like 2 tracks and a stud that goes in between with a...
Right. And then it's really about eliminating, having a finished cladding eliminates the paint, the mudding, the sanding, the taping, the
dust.
paint, the dust.
Cleanup. There's no cleanup. It's more cleanable, the surface.
Exactly. And much more durable. I mean, drywall is paint over paper over chalk. It doesn't stand up well to high traffic environments where a 3/4 inch MDF with a 3D laminate over it can withstand years of high impact environments like hospitals or schools.